Okay, welcome to Python Challenges. This is difficulty level 5, and we will be using data structures today. Remember, we'll be building on everything that we've done so far. So we'll be using if statements, we'll be using user inputs, date types, and loops. Okay, remember to use the planning sheet because it'll support you throughout these tasks. One thing that you need to be using throughout a lot of these challenges now is this sort of planning sheet. You can find it on the link to the resources. This planning sheet just enables you to think through a program before you start to program it. So think about what are the requirements, a little couple of bullet points, what they do, what possible variables or constants do I need, and a little tick list. Do you need to use selection? Do you need to use some of these things in here? Now, some of them are not covered yet in these challenges, but that's what we need to think about. So have a think about this planning sheet so you're really clear on some of the challenges that you can use. So for this task here, it's asked you to create a little database of films, and it should exit when the user clicks exit. Now remember to use the planning sheet to help you do this task. You can see here. So what I've done here is I've got an array of my films. I've got my while loop, so it's going to loop. I've got a little menu system here asking the user to input a number, so we're doing a bit of validation there. The first option here, you see I'm using the .append, so I'm getting a user input. He's going to ask them to enter a film, and what this .append does, and this variable, you can see the variable here is what the user enters, this adds to the end of the array. The next option asks if they want to amend a film, so change. So what we need to do is we need to figure out what index position things are in. So the first thing is for IM films. I've got a little count, and what a count does is enable me to find where the array elements are. So put if the item is equal to the film is typed in, then I know it's there. So it's going to say, right, the user's typed in Shazam, so it's going to search through. The first time it's going to be Joker. No, it doesn't equal Shazam. Next, Justice League. Next, Superman. Then next, yeah, I does equal to Shazam, so then it's going to come in here and can say change film. So that's the user to input what they'd like to change it to. It's going to -1 off count. The reason it -1 off count, remember, because indexing it starts at 0. So this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I need to use that indexing to change. So it's going to get the array name film. It's going to get count, which is our index, so it's a number. So for this one, it would be 0, 1, 2, 3. So this would be actually 3, this variable. And then it's going to change it to that change film. So you can see here how that works. I've amended Joker here. I've replaced it with the Hulk. So you can see down here on the output, Hulk is here. So it's the same process for the deleting the film as up here. The only difference is I've used the command del, which means delete, films, and then the number. So you can see on this example here, I've deleted Shazam. You can't see Shazam in the list. And then obviously down at the bottom here, what I've done is use a for loop to iterate through and display the remaining list.